Good morning, my brothers in recovery. I hope everyone is having a joyous and successful next 24 hours. This morning, I wanted to talk about a phrase that I really like that gets used in a lot of these recovery communities. And if you're not aware of it, just kind of make you aware because I think it's pretty great. Especially this time of year with the holidays coming up. Um, a lot of us in recovery are coming up against a lot of different challenges. Mostly, everyone's having holiday parties, everyone's getting together. This is kind of the season for celebration, and rightfully so. And in our society and culture as a whole, celebrating comes along with drinking. And if you're a normal person, have at it. But for the alcoholic and the addict, it can be really difficult, and you can find yourself slipping. And the phrase that I hear a lot, which I really like, is "we don't shoot our wounded." And what that means is if you happen to slip and fall back into your addiction, come back to your community, come back to your support structure, and we as a community will take you in with open arms and understanding, and we won't ridicule you, we won't think less of you. And it's up to all of us who are in recovery to have that attitude. It's up for all of us who know someone who might be in recovery and you want to support them. It's time to be Christ-like and not just Christian. It's time when somebody slips up that you not admonish them or judge them, but you take them in. We don't shoot our wounded. These are people who are struggling. We're all in this fight together. And sometimes you're going to slip. Just be thankful that they're coming back. You know, a lot of people don't know this, or maybe you do, but the word Satan actually comes from a Hebrew word, shatim, which means the accuser. And the one thing the devil wants most is to accuse you and point out your sins and your shortcomings. He wants to bring up your past, everything that you've done wrong, and he wants to throw it in your face, and he wants you to go back to doing it because you're not good enough to transcend your sins. And in a way, he's right. But luckily, we don't have to. Christ did that for us. So if you find yourself being accused by Satan that you're not good enough, that you slipped and fell back into something you thought was gone, or that you've been fighting, we don't shoot our wounded. We as a recovery community, we as a family of those who support those who are in recovery, it's not what we do. So it's up to all of us. Be Christ-like, not just Christian. Everyone makes mistakes. And it's especially difficult because, in the case of a lot of addicts, we've hurt a lot of people. We've made a lot of mistakes to get to the point where we're ready to make a change. And we're ready to start our recovery. And if someone's doing that, if someone's making the effort, please don't write them off as just the same old behavior. That's not the case. They're trying. They don't want to slip. Nobody wants this disease. Nobody wants this demon. Be Christ-like, not just Christian. We don't shoot our wounded. Bring them in, embrace them. And again, just be so grateful that they're coming back. Because there's a lot of people who, if they fall back in and they slip, they don't just slip, they fall. And if they've already hit rock bottom, they're about to fall a little bit further down. Because every time we slip, we get a little bit further down every time we do it again, which is why it's important to keep each other up, hold each other up. All right. So that's all I have. For those of you who are in recovery, help those around you who are also fighting. If you have a family member or a friend who's going through this, if they happen to slip, hey, we don't shoot our wounded. Take them in. All right, y'all. Remember, it's dangerous to go alone.